Please, zero lag. Please, please. I'm asking for zero lag. Please, zero lag. I hope it's not lagging. Anyways, Monday, right? I don't think there was any news. I'm assuming there was no news. And this is Monday, right? So, yeah, let me go to actually Monday because this is not Monday, it's just Sunday. All right, there we go. Monday. The first thing I do when I look at that, when I look at the brand new week, I go on a higher time frame because obviously it's a new week. We have to understand what price wants to do, right? So here you can clearly see, bro, please stop bugging out, please. Buffering, it's buffering, bro. Anyways, here you can clearly see, right? We filled this 4 hour busy. Before this 4 hour busy, just before Friday closed. Now the reaction it gave is clear, push higher, but also we didn't really do much for while it comes to displacement. We did disrespect the Civi, so that's a higher time frame for now. Going into the hourly time frame, but in all-time high conditions, it's just best to be bullish. What I straight away see is this SMT. So I can see this SMT that we can consider, right? We have this SMT. So I want to see this as a protected low on NQ and this as a protected low on ES. I don't want to see this low get taken out to really validate my bullish bias. And then going into the 15-minute time frame, we have the Cibi in. I want to see this disrespect the Cibi. We can maybe rebalance again, but clearly we're in this bullish trend. We have an SMT equal lows. We have a nice manipulation here to make price go high just before market open. So anyways, we're going to go to market open, bang. I mean, straight away you can clearly see what price wants to do, but let's go to 45 because that's what we do. So 35, 40. Damn, this is, bro, this was crazy. Did this even happen? I don't remember this Monday. Why don't I remember this, bro? I really don't remember this. I don't remember this at all. Anyways, you can clearly see now NQ just took out all-time highs. Doesn't mean it's an SMT. It's just be careful when price takes out all-time highs. Bro, I'm so confused. When did price do this? 39, 40, 41, 42. Right, anyway, this is 42. Looking at this clearly, right? We missed most of it. Like the rebalance here at 38 was pretty good, but I didn't enter. It's kind of too early for me personally. Well, currently it's 43. Now, in this occasion, right, we've displaced so much, you have to continue like this. Don't start thinking about shorts. What you want to do is just use the Fibonacci, right? Use the Fib and just go for it. So let's wait for one more rebalance and we'll just get in. Honestly, let's don't overcomplicate anything. We're clearly very bullish. The 4 hour busy, how the SMT is holding very nicely on the hourly, right? You can clearly see this SMT gave it a huge expansion. So you want to get in before 10 a.m. You want to get in before 10 a.m. So let price rebalance. Doesn't matter where. I think what you want to do is just let it rebalance a little bit and you should be good to go. Do you understand? So it's currently now it's 43, like waiting for macro, but we can get into before. It's okay. We just have to wait for some solid rebalance, like a nice one. This one's not enough. I want to see price being rebalanced into this miniature PXH. Like you can see this is a high of like on the 15-second and price displays past it. I want to see rebalance back inside here and we could just enter ourselves below there or down there if you really want to. So wait for price to move. Don't rush anything, right? We could wait for even 40, so no 45, but let price rebalance, right? It's completely fine. We're just chopping about. All right, there's rebalance now. Let's see if we get a nice candle closure up and then we can get in. So it all depends on how this works, right? All depends. There's my PXH rebalance. I'm getting a nice rejection out of it. I want to wait for candle close or some. If I start to see this candle flip, then I'm probably going to get in. I'm going to get in this one. Not going to lie like this. Now, with regards to stops, you need to have your stops big enough just in case price does want to rebalance heavily. But I like this a lot mainly because you can do it here or you can do it here if you want to. I like this a lot mainly because if we're just really bullish, we need to maintain this like bullish structure and tiny rebalances, right? So we can just get in there. I really hope my screen recording isn't bugging out. I really hope it's not. You can just have it there. And stop loss here is completely fine. I know it's below the BISTI, but this BISTI shouldn't get filled. Honestly, it shouldn't get filled. Stop loss there is pretty good. Right? That's a nice rejection candle of like this little tiny PXH. Like it's tiny, but it's just a rebalance candle. Right, there we go. Now, from here, you want to use a fib. So you grab, let me drag this up. Just, oh my days. Hit my TP straight away. Anyways, I was supposed to drag this up. I missed the entry. Pretend I entered. You guess what I entered. What you have to do in this occasion, right? Clearly, we're displacing so much. You want to grab this fib, grab it from the rebalance candle, drag it, and obviously, if we're displacing through, just target at -8. That's your nice 43 points. Let price move. Now clearly you can see I caught an amazing entry, rebalance back into like this tiny PXH. My TP got hit very early, but let me speed up a little bit. See what price does. This is a nice fib target right there. Bang, there's a target hit right there. Let's see if price starts to chop right after it's my target. See, you've just saved yourself some time. It might continue higher, probably will. Just like it was just a nice target. Anyways, there. That's a nice long, right? Clearly, rebalance candle, recognizing that we're just so bullish. Do not think about selling this. Like, don't even think about it. We've only had one bearish candle, three bearish 1 minute candles. Like, just relax. We display so much towards the upside. Targeted like 43 points. There's nothing else to target. If you want to get more technical with it, you can go like find the high time frame manip. So for example, here you grab it up to the 4 hour wick. Do that, and then obviously you can clearly see we displace past the -1. You can target the -2 if you want to. So I'm gonna go back to the 1 minute. Target this -2, you can even get 77 points out of it. Now watch when it hits the -2, let's see what happens. Let me skip through this in the 5 second. Just watch what happens when it hits the -2. Like you can if you want. Obviously, like you can clearly see my target was pretty good, but you have to sit through this obviously. And this is where it gets too late now. Now it's 10 AM, you missed the entry. I mean you could have entered here if you wanted to, but watch what happens when it hits the -2. Let's just watch. Wait, I'm just taking too long. Alright, edge. That has not hit it just yet. There you go. -2 got hit right there. Okay, TP hit bang. Now watch what happens at price after. I'm pretty sure that something happens. Just watch. See that? Ever since then, we haven't hit it. Let's see what price does now. Alright then. Dumps. Clearly, -2 again got hit. Let's see what price does. Just chopping in the -2. Clearly, you can see it's a great target. At the end of the day, the high was right there. So clearly, you can see overall, this is a very easy day. Any questions on this one? It's a pretty easy day. Pretty easy day. Probably using from a high time frame basis. Yeah, exactly. The candle was still bearish though. No, I entered the rejection was pretty good. What's the cut name? Bro, the cut is horrible cut. Don't worry about this. One trade that is how do you optimize getting bear entries? We're low-key scared of that Korean atoll soup. Recognize it's a reversal model. It's a reversal model. Whenever you reversal model, I'm explaining this later. Whenever there's a reversal model, you need to understand the CB suspect is going to really displace higher price and don't get scared of anything. It's going to move higher. Don't worry about it. It's just a reversal model. Took the same trade in Monday, draw out favorite standard deviation on that fair goes that. Yeah, it's valid, bro. Am I recording? Yes. First day I joined. Yes, first day. Yeah, we're just doing this week. You guys see that? I mean, if anything happens like this, where pressure is displacing towards one side, use the fib on a high time frame. It's not difficult. It's pretty easy. Alright, next day. I'm trying to remember what price was doing, bro. I don't remember it that much. Honestly, I don't. Here you can clearly see we're chopping about, but let's go to. I don't think there's news on this day. Someone tell me if there's news. I don't think there is. So here you can see, right? Now we go back in the high time frame. So we have the Bushy fill. We have our displacement higher. Now, obviously, ever since, like, if you use it here, ever since we've touched that on the fib, what has price done? Look at that target, by the way. Flip me, bro. Dump since, right? We cut back into the zero. We can be bullish today, but I think we can still definitely be bearish, mainly because it's basically got disrespected very close, like a lot. So to me, price may want to just come fill this like a range again. So I can definitely be a mix of both. I understand right now we look pretty bullish. Look, I feel like bullish bias might happen towards the end of the day, but right now price looks pretty bearish. Like because of the disrespect of this massive bitching. But hey, you never know. Like I don't remember this day at all. Yeah, we look pretty bullish right now to be honest, but let's see what price does at these highs. Because this highs right here is pretty much edging it, so let's see if it takes it out. Okay, it does take it out and dumps. Okay, crazy, okay. So straight away, we've just taken out this high and we've just dumped in 1 minute. And these are crazy sells. I'm pretty sure these are the crazy sells, I'm pretty sure. Alright, 33 points. Okay. I pretty thought this day was quite difficult if you didn't really understand what price was doing. Straight away, we've dumped, right? So we have to mark out some lows and highs and where we think price can react off of. Perfect. We're in a 1 hour BISI there. So at this point, right, there's a little 15-minute low here that you want to mark out. There's also this hourly BISI low down there. Pretty good. So you want to mark out these areas where you think price can obviously, you know, quite reverse off of. To me, the way this candle opened up already and dumping like that, to me, that's probably like enough. Because let's see what price does at this low, right? At most, we should still feel this like BSC and continue higher if we are truly bullish. But see, the next kind of completely takes out everything. Now, to me, I'm just bearish again. Honestly, there's no really justification to be bullish in this occasion, in this case scenario, unless we get a strong candle upwards, right? Unless we get strong candles upwards. But to me now, going back on the high time frame, you can clearly see I don't right now. Whenever in a bearish trend like this, most of the time these BSCs don't hold because we never actually manipulate for us to go high again. There's not enough structure for bullish price action. Ask yourself, if this was the 1 minute, would you get in these BSCs? No, you wouldn't. You would expect these to get taken out of this manipulation. So to me now, I'm pretty bearish. Like I'm almost bearish. So now obviously we have to wait for macro. So now you can see there's a little wick there. That's pretty nice. It's 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, so now we're chopping with inside this internal low that we've taken out. So now we're chopping, right? We're just chopping. Are we displacing higher? No. Are we displacing lower? No. If we was to take a trade right now, what would you want to do? Price displaced lower because we're actually displaced already. So I'd rather be in sells right now than buys. I know it's discount, but we want to see what price wants to do when it takes out these internal lows we marked out. Alright, 36. We don't get in longs, it's too early. 37, 38, 39. Okay, now you can see ES displacing higher. Does not mean we're bullish right now. At the end of the day, we are trading in Q. The way ES is looking like off this 1 hour basically is pretty good. But then again, ask ourselves, the narrative here is still pretty bearish. We haven't really done much. We have not done much at all. I know there's an SMT down there, I'm pretty sure. So that's one thing we can think about. But in order for this SMT to be true, we need NQ to follow up. So we don't enter buys because we don't enter sells either. We're clearly displacing right now. Downwards. We're just chopping about. So I'm going to turn this 1 second on. We're at 40. Okay, so there you go. 40 straight away dumps right away. What does 40 do, by the way? 40 is closed there. What does 40 do? 40 completely disrespects the whole idea of price being bullish. Like, we tried to come up, we feel the SIBI, dumped right there. So honestly, it's optimal to enter trades right now just because of displacement. So you can enter shorts there with your stops above the rebalance candle. I know it's 25 points, which is pretty much a bit of what's the word? Stop points, but it's okay because clearly we're so aggressive. Now, you can target this low if you want, but to me, I think this low is what price wants. Honestly, I'm not trying to be like, overall the risk to reward is pretty weird as well, but I am going to consider what price wants to do at that loss. I'm going to target this low. Nice 1 to 3 almost. Pretty nice risk to reward, right? It's all overall pretty simple. Like, you just have to target the lows and highs. You're probably asking, why am I targeting this low? I'm going to get these ones on because they got displaced through. And it's only 41, which is not that bad. You can enter between 40 and 45 if it's clearly optimal, right? So you're asking, why am I targeting this low, if not this low? This is like, well, you can see what price is doing. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Manipulation, right? To me, I think price does want that. If you want to get really technical with it, you can use the fib on the high time frame. So you can go on the 4 hour, whatever, and you can just see where price wants to, go. If you just mark out from there to there, it's pretty nice -2 area, so price should dump through that. Or what else can I use it on? Nothing much really, but it's clearly bearish price action because in all-time high conditions, we need manipulation to go higher. And we're doing that now. We're trading that manipulation. So I'm going to take this. This time I'm actually going to adjust the stop loss and take profit. Hello, I press sell. Thank you. Like, overall, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, the only time you can really, like, complicate yourself in this is if you kind of overcomplicate your analysis and overcomplicate your bias. Like, whenever you see this, like, one thing about this model, you can change your bias during when you're seeing what price action is doing. At the end of the day, every single minute is price action telling you what to do. Like, you can change your bias mid. Like, let's say you were bullish when price opened up, like before market opened, but then price just dumps and does that, and displaces through these internal lows. It's pretty much worth it to enter shorts and not wait for bullish structure because that's going to take a long time. So you might as well enter the shorts. So we get in there. As you can see, we displaced past. Let's see what price does at this low. So it's kind of premature, but to me, after filling this rebalance, I think after this displacement, it's worth entering. Not really, like, you're probably asking, why am I entering after there's a low right there? The displacement plus rebalance is telling me wants more than this low. It's just an internal low. I know ES looks scary. I know we have an SMT right now, but I'm just recognizing the narrative. We're clearly targeting these lows are right nearby, and then this low down there as well. So it honestly makes sense. And I won't be surprised if price continues to dump, but I'm trying to remember how much it dumped. I know it dumped, I'm just trying to remember how much. I like this PXL basically displacing through. You could enter right now if you want to. There's 43. This is 44. This is the rebalance candle to PXL. It's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty aggressive though. That's fine though. Bang right there. Shorts there because we completely rejected price being bullish. This candle displaced back into PXL, this kind of completely disrespected any type of bullish confidence. It said, nope, we're going right back down. We're not going high anymore. We tried to go high, went right back down. So from there, you can even enter shorts right there, understand that this sell candle disrespected this buy candle trying to go higher. So we can enter there, stops below above this wick, or even above there if you want to. There you go, see? And that's 45, 46, sorry. So 45, you can enter 45 right there, stops above the high, targets that low, and that's definitely getting smacked. Yeah, I should get smacked. Alright, wait for it. Okay, just because it edges it, do not get scared. We're in a bearish trend. By the way, before I get to TP, look at ES. Don't get scared when price edges your TP if ES looking like it's about to dump. Like, and I understand NQ's already done it, but ES finally is starting to do it. So if you can see ES about to begin its dumps, you can even drag your TP if you want to. But if price edges your TP, don't close. Or like, you can close if you want to, but me personally, I don't close without reasoning. Like right now, closing, it's just you're just wasting like a lot of risk. Like you're basically that's 14 points. You just hold a trade. You'll hit your TP most of the time. There, see. Now the way I like ES, me personally, I would hold a trade for longer just because I like how ES is starting to build its bumps. Like it's just began. Like ES was up here when we entered shorts, so it's just began. And I like NQ is just already dumping. So if you really wanted to, you can even target this external low, which I'm gonna check now. But my trade is done. But that's 120 points. So back-to-back days, clearly expansion days, which is pretty good. Let's watch. Because ES, the fact that ES already just started dumping is pretty nice, but you also have to regard what ES wants to sweep. There we go, see? Bang, see? You could have caught 120 as well. But yeah, there we go, see? Just using both pairs for your advantage. Any questions? Damn, my hair's so chopped, bro. But what the hell is that? Osmo Viper, I don't even know what that means, bro. 100 points or more hold valid. Dusty date. Pre-market open was power. That's what. Okay, fine, first. Any questions? Any questions? Oh, my stupid thing. Was there external sweep here? To go lower? No, it was internal high. Boys, low-key, my camera's bugging. My Discord's bugging as well. Flipping out. My Discord is bugging. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my camera off. My Discord's bugging. You don't get scared when ES does what? So I don't get scared when ES is about to displace through an internal low that NQ already did. Like for example, when we enter shorts, it was 41. Where ES was at 41 was up here. So I mean, if my shorts are valid, I know ES is going to start going lower. At this point, right at 49, where are we? We're there. If I know ES is going to displace past this internal low, I can hold for more points. Because ES was over here. Like ES just began at shorts. Like if you were trading ES, right? Forget NQ. If you were trading ES, pretend this was NQ. You saw the Sibi, okay, you saw the Bissy get displaced, you wait for some displacement, never mind, you enter shorts right there, right? You would enter shorts right there at 46. Where's NQ at 46? There. So you know ES is about to start doing its legs lower, holding up for NQ because they're both going to do the same. Do you understand? It's pretty good. Don't know why I didn't close. Close that shit, please. Thank you. Why would you close when it was like 1 point away and risk all profit for 1 point? Is that just preference? Why would you close? I wouldn't close. If my trade's ever 1 point away from TP, I don't really close at all. True bad man. So you necessarily don't have to wait for external highs and lows to get taken out. It depends on the conditions, right? In these conditions, yes, the way we're expanding lower really tells us that we have a high time frame minute, but the reason why we don't is because we're trading the high time frame minute. This is all-time high condition. This is just a rebalance price to continue higher. Do you understand? But this was a nice like internal sweep high. This was pretty good. Like there is some manipulation here, so it's pretty good. But the best ones is when we manipulate on the high time from externally. That's like the best ones. It's really hard to lose in those days. I'm the nightmare, bro. What? You will shit myself. You will shit yourself. What lectures about Sea of the Wicks? I would like to learn about them more. He doesn't teach that. Be like, he doesn't teach that. The only thing you need to worry about Sea of Wicks is if there's no Bissies or Sibbies. But he doesn't teach that, so don't get into it. My train. No, I live next to a train station. It's bare loud. Bro. Okay. Let's move on to the next day. Like talking about like we never had any external manip other than this internal sweep. But I mean, I can see price going higher again because we'll probably feel something like. I'm pretty sure we feel the daily Civi this time. Yeah, we're feeling a daily Civi right now. So watch what happens as price fills that daily Civi. We'll see it start to see legs higher, but obviously it takes some time, right? Like watch. Yeah, see? The daily Civi starting to get respected again. And I took longs, I remember I took longs. Anyways, yeah. Next day. Now Wednesday, this one understand, boys, that Monday and Tuesday have been very, very clean when it comes to price moving. Wednesday can be low prob. Like I know Wednesdays seem to be really good, but Wednesdays can be low prob, right? So just be very, very careful when it comes to days after expansion day. So obviously you can clearly see price dumped so much. I mean, it tapped that daily BISI, right? You can clearly see we're getting a reaction of it. So to me now, I'm bullish again. Like I told you guys, even ES was very clean. You can see ES folded and went higher. We were trading the high time frame manip on Tuesday. So now I'm seeing expansions today, right? We've completely invalidated us going low anymore. We just went higher after since. This 1 hour CB is holding, so you have to be very, very careful. Yes, that all-time high. So right now price is uncorrelated, so we have to be very, very careful. By the way, any news for today? I don't think there is. Is there any news? Blue my pro Wednesday. Flipping out. I'm trying to remember what Wednesday is. Is there any news on Wednesday? Let me double check. Okay, Tom speaks at wait, okay, it's just orange for us, fine. Alright. So start with a high time from like I told you guys. It looks pretty bullish, but understand we can still dump again for more. Like what price does, right? This is some source right here. We're accumulating. We are slowly going higher. We can try catch the next high before going lower, but understand for us to truly be bullish, we need some manip. And what price tends to do during the accumulation phases is where we start to accumulate that. We then manipulate to one side, take out majority of the lows. Don't take out the external low, then just completely displace higher. That's what we do. Like I can show you other examples where we just accumulate and then don't take out all lows and then goes higher. Like right here, this is like a 15-minute time frame though, because I'll show you guys in 15. Let me get rid of this. Oh my bad. Like what we tend to do, for example, where is it? Never mind, I'm bugging out. Okay, I'm bugging out. I don't want to overcomplicate it. But like my point, whenever you accumulate a high, we expect manipulation to one side at least. So just wait. Just wait. Wednesday, orange 4 at 10 a.m. But other than that, it's fine. I think it should be fine. Okay, my opens like that. We straight away dump again. That's pretty nice. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now it's 39. We wait here. Okay. 39 is pretty good right now. What do we see? We see an SMT with the high. Now this SMT is pretty weak. Like to me, I like to also SMTs, not these type of SMTs, but it is one. So we have to be very just watch it, see what price does. Now we did take out this internal low. We have dumped back into the range. But to me, I like being bullish. But like I said, we might have to manipulate properly for us to continue high. Like we generate all the liquidity. Sellers and buyers get in the market. We try to get rid of them, etc., etc. So just don't overcomplicate it too much. So right now I'm leaning towards being sold just because we displaced again like another 80 points lower. Bro, the trains are so flipping loud. Oh my days. We're in the city. We have the SMT. It's pretty good. So I'm going to go in 1 second. And what I want to see, right, is price to give us some shorts lower off this SMT, really and truly. Don't overcomplicate it too much. I want to see this BC get disrespected on ES, and once that happens, you can just enter on NQ. It's pretty good. They're correlated, right? So I want to see this sell side candle hold for us to continue lower. If not, we're going to wait for that. Because I'd rather be bearish until this whole CB gets disrespected. So no longs in here. We haven't got any proper manipulation for us to long higher. There's no manipulation. We just took out an internal low, and that's literally it. And there's no SMT either. 8:30, 7 o'clock, 8:30. Yeah, we have no SMT. We have this low at 7 o'clock, which I don't know why I did, but this makes no sense. Wednesday 23rd. Yes, we have no SMT. Oh, you do. No, okay, we have an SMT here, but at the end of the day, this SMT, in order for it to hold, we need displacement, boys. So do not enter longs right now. Just be very, very patient. This isn't a day where we get like an expansion day like we had today, where you just do that and then just go lower and go higher. Like we have to be very, very careful because you need to recognize the conditions. Your model can play out, but the conditions can kill you. Do you understand? So just wait. Just wait. It's best to wait. Wait to see what 40 does, because 40 is a good time. Now straight away we dump like that. Okay, that's pretty good. ES disrespected this BC. Now to me, honestly, I think it's worth it entering shorts. I just think it is right there and stops above the SMT candle. Not that I candle the SMT. The reason why is because this one is the 5-minute rebalance candle. I don't want the CB getting tapped in. There's no reason for us to tap the CB and go lower. Like we're in the most busiest time where market is very, very manipulative and very, very volatile. So there's no point of us really seeking such a high price and making it easy for everyone to get in for shorts. And you can target this low. Why? Nice relative equal lows. It's pretty good. So look, I know we had our sweep here. I know we had our sweep here. I know we started going high, but do we form any business for us to even think about respecting and look at ES? It's pretty good to just enter shorts right now. So you enter shorts there. You have a stop loss there, and you have a take profit there. Now, the only way you can really lose on these days if you just overcomplicate price. That's literally it. I think one of the hardest things when it comes to trading is like trying not to overcomplicate your model, because you see some days it doesn't work and you start to lose confidence and you start to tweak your things and just start to overcomplicate your model. All you need to do is just do the same thing over and over again, and it'll work out more than it won't work out. So we have the SMT manip, order block gain respect to displacement lower, 10 seconds left. It's kind of rare for price to really go back up in 10 seconds. The candles close like that. It's pretty good, right? So let price move, right? I know we formed an SMT here, but that's fine if I get stopped out. I don't mind getting stopped out on this. I don't mind it, because if we were truly bullish, we don't really need another leg of manipulation. I mean, we kind of, obviously market could do what it wants, but we don't really need an SMT for us to continue higher. If we're truly bullish, we just hold this and continue lower. Main reason because this, to me, like, I understand we took out internal low, but we didn't really feel anything. Do you understand? Like, I feel like we need these lows first. And there's probably something in the fib as well I just haven't looked at. But yeah, so don't get scared of SMTs. I know we have an SMT, don't get scared. If you do want to wait for an SMT to form first, then enter shorts, that's completely fine. But I'm willing to accept risk and take this, just because I just do not let these scare you. It's opposite the narrative right now. Like, we can clearly see we've dumped low, rebalanced, had our SMT up here. This SMT should get disrespected for now. For now. What I want to see is ES close below these wick lows. There we go. We're trying to get there. Like, you can clearly see it's working. Let's see what price does. Don't get scared. I understand. Like, this is price trying to confuse the buyers. Honestly, it's pretty annoying. But let me speed this up a bit. See, we didn't really do anything at the SMT. We're not showing any signs of respect. If we're truly bullish, the candle that formed SMT should start to continue to my stop loss. Then I would have closed early, just accept the loss. But to me, the way we're just dumping right now, we're clearly in sell order flow right now. Alright, so this low you can target as well, but to me, it's just an internal low. Let price target your actual. There you go. See, bang. Alright, there you go. So, like I said, right, don't let these small SMTs scare you. Because look, imagine if you close there and look, as soon as price disrespects the SMT, look what it does. It fully dumps that with two candles. So these are the confluences price tries to make you close against or bias, just to scare you. Any questions? Sync your cross. I have it. It doesn't work. It's annoying. It's honestly annoying. Look, it's just bugging out. I don't know why. What days did you trade this week? I traded. I traded the buys on that day when it felt daily busy, so the way before this one. Traded today. Did not trade yesterday. I don't think I traded Monday. I don't remember. I think I traded 2-3 times a week this week. I didn't trade too much. I entered at this biggest face and kind of way from MS Stress and got stopped. That's still a good entry. What time? What time, Shane? I think you're talking about this one. If you entered here, it's too late, bro. That's like, I understand it's an MSS, but it's just way too late, bro. You need to get in here when we have the rebalance kind of plus displacement. Or there. At the most you want to get is at 44. 45, entering at after 45 closes, it's just way too late, bro. Especially after taking out drawn liquidities, like right here. At that point, I can expect price to, chop around and do some annoying things. Like right now, anyone thinking about entering shorts, it's just going to make your life difficult. Main reason is because we just took out very prominent lows. I understand it looks like price wants to take out this low, but we took out so many internal lows. We need to be very careful in order for price to really truly be bearish. Like, it's just not worth entering as soon as price. Like, let's see what price does as soon as it takes out a TP. Wow, see? Now I know some of you guys are getting biased here. We have no towel soup. We have no manipulation. We just took out a low. We have nothing. Before the busy, I know you guys tried to long here as well. I understand why, but like, bro, think about it. These will only work if you have like proper manipulation on a high time frame, proper like towel soup, proper displacement. We didn't get anything, and price dumps again. You can target that. So entering here, if you entered at 45, your stop loss needs to be very big. So you want to wait for the rebalance candle, and then bang, right there, it's a pretty good entry, just targeting that internal low, and then price starts to pump up again. I'm pretty sure it starts going higher eventually. Yeah, there you go. See, that's where the longs come in, and that's where the busy holds. So you can clearly tell price is ready to reverse now, but it needs a bit more legs of manipulation. Well, my TP at those internal lows. I took that trade with target first. That's valid, but that's valid. Put this in close at B because SMT and re-enter the displacement low. It was not shit move by me, not gonna lie, even though I hit TP. Yeah, but just take your first trade and just let it play out, boys. Don't close because you see dumb things. Yeah, Tristan, like I understand why. Like you saw Bissy, you saw a hold. I can't lie, honestly, the way that candle reacted off to Bissy and closed up there, I understand why. But you need to also think about this Sibi as well. We never actually just placed above it. And also, we didn't really do anything to really reverse off here. If we were truly bullish, right? If we were truly bullish, we shouldn't even feel this Bissy. We should just continue higher. And we just came one more time. And then the bullish bias came. So I just wanted to trap all you guys. At the end of the day, market what it wants to do is wants to get rid of every single buy and seller before going higher. Like, I don't see this law getting taken out. See, just take some time. There you go. Now the shit just pumps. Anyways, yeah. Nah, I took them buys and blew my account. Hopefully you didn't fall for it because you're supposed to take it one trade a day, bro. When price took out the draw and liquidity, you need to wait. Then price showing that deal where it was placed through or for reverse off it. When price took out the draw and liquidity, do we need to wait for what is price showing? Yeah. Whenever price takes out a high or low, especially if it's an important one like on the left, you need to wait for what price does. Honestly, especially if you're late to the move. Like where I shorted, I'm very. At least you put optimal entry. If you're shorting around here, you need to wait for rebalance. You can short up here again, of course, because you got rebalanced there and short basically got disrespected because this basically never held. You can enter there or even here. That's fine. Take out this draw because you can tell it wants more. But do not enter as soon as price takes out a high or low, especially on conditions where price is choppy. Do you understand? If we're free displacing, you can go ahead because it will just displace through the high or low. But whenever we have like continuation reversal days, or you have like a prominent high, and it's a very important one. And let's say we have like a, I don't know, we just what's the word? We're doing this, and that's like a previous like I don't know Asia high, and we had a reversal, and then you didn't get in here, you didn't get in here, you didn't get in here, you never got anywhere. You just had to get in there. You need to wait for the proper rebalance, like the proper rebalance where it does that stuff like that, and then you can long there and continue high price. You need to wait for this because if you enter here, you get stopped out. Do you understand? Especially so the later your entry is and the more likely you know it's not optimal entry, it's probably best not even to take the trade. But if you do, please wait if we do take out a draw liquidity. So keep your eyes open for that because it's very important, especially on low condition days. How do you know when the SMT is in support of your narrative against it? Well, because we have to add conferences aligned with our narrative. So we have the displacement lower. You can clearly tell after these internal lows got taken out, this internal got taken out, this one got taken out. We're clearly seeking for lower price. We displaced through them. Now this SMT was here, right? That's the only thing against us. We have the narrative, the displacement, the bearish price action, the order flow since, I don't know, since flipping these chops. We have this massive SIBI we filled. And also us respecting this sell side. Only thing stopping you from really shorting is SMT, but that's the thing. Majority of the time when you guys trade, there's always going to be something that will try to go against you, but the narrative will always beat it. Do you understand? There's never a day in trading, well, especially like most of the times in trading, there's always going to be some confluences that will always align to try scare you to close, to try and make you close, or to try just, I don't know, make you lower your SL or close your TP, whatever. Because at the end of the day, market is there just to scare you guys, just take your money in any way possible. Do you understand? Market will take your money in any way possible. So let's say you even enter these shorts, like I say there, you're targeting more, and then price comes back up to your break even. Let's say your break even gets hit. That's market taking your money away. Do you understand? So don't let these one small confluences really scare you. The only thing you should start really worrying about is if you take a high time frame draw, for example, an external low or like a prominent high, or because what's the prominent high in this range or low? This is the prominent low. This is the prominent high. These are all just chops. It's all noise. Don't let these scare you. Do you understand? So just don't let it really and truly like just don't let it properly make you just think about your trade being wrong. Because I know a lot of people they wait for too much confluences and then end up missing the trade. And also when it comes to trading a reversal day, they get scared thinking price will reverse again. I'll explain that today because today that's what happened. I didn't even see your markup. That's how I thought that. Minor, bro. Just make sure you pay attention next time. How do you know when to enter without really having to worry about rebalance? City busy run. It depends on the time. But how do I enter without knowing that City busy might rebalance? Well, I enter right as soon as the rebalance happens and displacement. So I actually think I entered here. Rebalance plus displacement. I didn't enter here. At this point, if I see this candle at 45, and I know most people probably miss this because it's at 45, you do not enter here at all. You wait for the rebalance. Now you wait for this Sibi as well to get ran through. Because at the end of the day, this Sibi is the last line of defense for us to continue to these highs. At that point, we can probably, there's no point of us going up here and go lower again. We're gonna respect the Sibi or not. And eventually you got red hot, and then you can enter there again and target this low. So you just need to you need to enter at points where price has rebalanced already. Yeah. I think today I can't really go on it just because it's not letting me on FX replay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on. But my part colors have changed, boys. On TradingView, Bomber Class, so bright. I don't know if you guys can read this properly, but I'm just gonna have to do this myself anyways. So anyways, is this colors fine for you guys, or is it too different? Are these colors fine? My eyes, I'm blind. Oh, flip. So bright. Alright, cool. Let me go on top X. Alright, let me log in this one sec. Let me log in this. Let me log in this. I don't want you guys to see my shit. Hold on. Oh no, I'm screen sharing. Let me pause the recording. Pausing the recording. Screen share. Can you guys see it? I can tell you the first one I won't blow them. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? You guys can see it, right? And I can't replay mode on this, but I can obviously show you guys what Price wants to do on Thursday. It's gonna be pretty hard though. Anyway, let's go to Thursday. This is 25th of July, that's today. I'll go through today's. Today was probably the most important day to go through because some of you guys kind of got confused a little bit, I know. But we'll go to Thursday. But that one probably went through anyways. Right, Thursday. Yeah, this is complicated. Yeah, Thursday was pretty hard. Honestly, Thursday was pretty hard. I can see some accounts being blown on Thursday. Anyways, so jumping onto the 4 hour, I can't really do much and try like ignore the noise, but uh Thursday 24th. Right. So at this point, right, we see this massive BISI holding here, but we need to see some displacement, but then New York opens up and just dumps. So at this point, we have PMI as well. So this day was it was probably best to avoid this day. I know Samuel told us to avoid it at macro and just go to 10.45. But if you really wants to take this trade, let's just focus on the 1 minute time frame right now because the high time frame is pretty hard to really use. But let me get to it one sec. So here, right? What does price do? We open up, we dump all the way to this range again. We start displacing higher. You could have taken longs here targeting this high, but the shorts are pretty nice. So once we took out this high, I'm pretty sure there's an SMT here. I don't think there was, never mind. It wasn't, it was just turtle soup. It's a nice turtle soup. We have this BISI there. Now you don't want to enter at premiums of range for buyers. You don't want to don't pattern trade these BISIs. You wait for see what price does. Price getting this BISI, fully disrespects it, and then rebalances into that CB displacement candle low right there, bang. Stops above here is pretty good, and then just target that low. And like I said, boys, don't let it scare you. Like what did I say? Right there. I said this earlier. Like market will end your TP sometimes because it wants to get rid of that. It wants you to close at 10 points or like 15 points instead of your actual TP, which is 40 points. So if you know your narrative is correct and you know why would we suspect this BISI, why would we suspect this BISI, why would we expect this SIBI come lower, not take out this low and go high again. Just unless you have really quick hands and you close at right there, you're completely fine. But if the candle closes there, don't close. Just wait, bro. Just wait. Let it rebalance and bang, market dumps again. So honestly, pretty good. It's just honestly, I was bullish on this day. I didn't take any trades. If you go to 10.45 mark, that's why I took a trade. So eventually we came down. We filled something in a high time frame here, and then we tried to come lower again, and bang, you can see this displacement kind of completely what's the word? Completely disrespected everything. Filled the BISI, chopped higher slowly, and then macro opened here. And I remember I entered just before macro. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I entered there. I entered there, and I had my stops below this candle here. It was a pretty tight stop. I didn't put in the BISI because I could tell if we wanted to enter that BISI, I'll re-enter again. But there's no reason for us to fill this BISI and go higher. Most of the time, if we're truly bullish after disrespecting this SIBI, we'll just rebalance into this BISI instead. And I'd rather get in this BISI and then have my stops there and have a high risk. But this is me, obviously. For you guys, just put it there. Just put it there. Don't make your life complicated. It's just 16 points. But me, I put it there because I put 2 minis in this, and then obviously it played out. And I'll re-enter again if I hit my BISI. But yeah, there you go. And then just target just this high if you want to. Obviously, you have to sit through it though. Matter of fact, you'd get stopped out. That's too much points. Yeah, that's way too much. You can target like this high, pretty good, or this SIBI there. I targeted here. I remember my TP got edged. I targeted like there. That's Thursday, 10.45 macro. So overall, this day, I understand why you'll lose. But like I said, whenever we're in all-time high conditions, the sells are really much harder than the buys. Overall, the move was sells, right? But the reason why it's much harder is because we're so high up, we have no bearish structure for us to really consider shorts. For example, on Thursday, we're here. Like, we're shorting to the Bissi fill, and there's nothing to really work with. That's the problem. Like, these shorts, understandable. We have the Bissi disrespect, we dump, that's fine. Here we have nothing. And what was the move for the macro? Bearish. So I understand why you guys will be bullish in this occasion, because we're in this Bissi, you want to go higher. And that's the reason why people get stopped out. Because the sells are just much harder than the buys in all-time high conditions. Once we get a proper manipulation, for example, if this holds and starts dumping, disrespect is Bissi, then you would have enough structure to short much lower. But like in this occasion, we have nothing to work with. Like there's no bearish manip, it's just a bunch of wicks. And the Cibi getting forward 50 times. Obviously, we know price wants to fill this because we're chopping, we're not going high anymore. But that's where you have to get in and close them, you know what I'm saying? So it's just much harder to cash the shorts. And then today was pretty self-explanatory. I know a lot of guys won today, right? We just had the SMT on the hourly time frame with this low. I'm pretty sure. No, sorry, which one was it? Yeah, this one. Yeah, this SMT on the hourly. SMT is pretty good. And then we also took out this low. So we took out this low. We also SMT this low, and this all happened at 9:30. So when we go to 9:30, right? What do we recognize? One of the easiest models to trade, especially in all-time highs, is this. Literally, this is the best. We have two models, right? We have continuation and reversal. That's what Simon teaches us. Reversal happened today. Pretty simple. Once you recognize what the model is doing today, it's pretty easy to not lose. But the only reason why you would lose is if you just enter up here. So you need to recognize what price is doing down there. So we took out the high time frame, the lows. We have the SMT. We also filled 50% of the wick, but don't use that too much as a confluence. Just use that plus other confluences because it doesn't teach you guys that. And then we have the Cibi, right? A very, very bait Cibi. First of all, no one should even be thinking about shorts or longs just because right now it's 39, 40, 41. We haven't got a lot to work with for us to enter before 45, right? Okay, we try to dump lower. This next counter completely disrespects it. Now at that point, this is why I entered longs right there at 42, sorry. I entered longs there just because I saw from this Cibi trying to hold CE dumping, but the next complete kind of displaces through. So I just entered there. Nothing but stops there. Honestly, it was like that. Like it was pretty small, like 12-point stop. It was like that. Pretty sure it was like that. Yeah, it was like that. And I didn't target this high, and I'll explain why. I didn't target this high, and I'll explain why. I targeted this high, and I'll explain why. Actually, I targeted a bit more. I targeted like that. Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, it was like that. Anyways, so Cibi's there. No one's entering shorts at 40. No one's entering trades at 41. No one's entering trades at 42. 42 is fine, but 43 is really giving you the confidence. And don't think it's too late. Like I know some of you guys, you start to see price going your way and it starts to leave you, and you just hesitate to enter. Why would you rather not enter here and you think price will probably rebounds heavily again, and you can no, it won't do that. If we're truly bullish, we're gonna leave you. We're gonna leave you. Price will leave you. Majority of the time, especially on a proper day, price will leave you. So if you missed these candles and you saw this, just enter, bang, stops below there. Like we didn't actually move a lot of points today. We weren't that volatile. That's why I put in two minis. We was not that volatile today. Like usually this would be like 27 points and this would be like 15 points and like 18, 20 points. But these candles aren't that big when it comes to points wise. Like you have an 18-point stop loss with 4 candles. That's a lot of points. That's not a lot of points. And you can target this internal high you want. So let's say you did take these longs, right? And you enter within this range. Why am I not targeting this high? Why can I target more highs? So whenever we have a reversal model, I explained to this on a call earlier with other people. Whenever we have a reversal model, right? I'll explain this very, very carefully. Right. This is usually an internal high. So I'm gonna write this down. Internal high, usually after 9:30 or around it. Stop lagging. Flipping out. Okay, let it load. It's lagging a bit. All right, and then we make that 10, 11, 12. Actually, no, I know what to do. Yeah, okay. And let me make this white. So okay, I want to make this as clear as possible for you guys. Alright, internal high. This is an internal high, right? Honestly, it looks a bit weird now because it's full screen. Let me get rid of the line again. Do it properly. So this is the internal high. come down, we do this, we do that, and then we do that. Okay. So we have our, and then over here, why do you think people bottom tick the market? Is because they know what price is doing here. Obviously, that's not what we learned, but what happens here is high time frame fill, sweep, slash, where's the slash one? Tell soup of a low, internal or external, fair value gap fill, etc. Things happen here, or even sometimes, right? CE fill plus SMT, but it's a lot of confidence is happening in this area, right? Why do you think price bottom ticks here? Let me make this a bit bigger because I can't really see it. Right? There. So we have an internal high. There. Make sure I can proper analyze for you guys. And then we have our bottom of the market. Well, just like the bottom of the reversal point there. Okay. Now, let's see you guys get in here. SIBI disrespect whatever. We're not displacing low anymore from the SIBI. You get in there, you're long, right? Now, let me tell you why you can target more than just this internal high. One reason why, whenever you have a TP, you need to ask yourself, will we reverse off of it? You can have a higher TP and just firm the flat rebalances like today, what price did, right? When we actually did the reversal model. Let me get to why it's so far away, one sec. That's Thursday, my bad, Charlie, my bad. Whenever we actually did the reversal model, what price did we took out the internal high? I just had this one little bearish candle and we rebalance back inside to basically one higher. So you can obviously, we'll get some slight of reaction, but most of the time we'll displace for it, right? So obviously today's Friday, it's low probable. But the reason why I'm telling you guys, you can target more than this high is because whenever we reverse, whenever we actually recognize the reversal day, there's no reason for us to take out this internal high, usually formed in 9:30 or after 9:30, or like 9:32, 9:28, whatever, and reverse off of it again. Why would price want to take out this internal high, then come lower after filling this high time frame fill? If it's a high time frame fill and a high time frame confluence, it's a high time frame move. And there's a reason why. Since that happened, what did price do? 143 points. Do you understand? Yes, it chopped around. Yes, it's Friday. But there's a reason why price does that. Do you understand? So if it's a high time frame fill, it's a high time frame move. Therefore, your internal high will not do anything but displays for it. And that's it. Yes, you can. 100%. It's not a bad thing to target. But let's say you miss these entries and you're like, what the hell is this internal high? I can't really enter one right here. Wait for it to get swept. Be very, very aware and get in at the rebalance candle. Do you understand? A slight rebalance. Because I know price rebalanced again here. Right there. Get in there. People are doing shorts here because we have a high there as well. And you can target this high, but I'll just target that high. Now, the highs you want to target, right, are the actual London highs or the Asia highs. And why? Because if it's a high time frame fill, we're going to move a lot. Therefore, you want to target things like... I'm going backwards. You want to target like... Oh my days, I'm going backwards, one sec. Like this high. You want to target this high. Or like these, like external highs, do you understand? So... that's my point. So whenever we recognize it's a reversal model, there's no reason for us to fill something in a high time frame, take out the internal high and come low again. Like I said before, we won't do internal, external to internal to external again. It makes no sense. So if you recognize the reversal model, you will do this, right? There's two models, right? You guys know this. There's this, right? And there's this. I mean, you recognize what I'm saying. Reversal continuation, obviously bullish one and bearish one. Bearish, bullish, and then obviously vice versa. Should you guys understand? So that's my reasoning and why I can target more than just in this internal high. Regarding if you took a late entry, let's say you took an entry there and you're scared about these internal highs, just accept the risk. And as soon as you saw this basically get filled, you enter there. That's completely fine. I know it's a bit weird. You're entering at kind of a premium. But understand you can still definitely just target. This high is pretty fine to target, but this high is nice, right? And if you're really crazy, you can target these equal highs, which eventually price taps. You just have to sit through it. Like, it's okay to accept the risk. The reverse will happen. If we're truly bullish, we are not going to take out those internal highs and dump again straight away back into the range and then go higher. That's very rare. We're just going to hold through. And like I said to you guys, price will leave you. Do you understand? Imagine like those like 5-minute fair value gap traders waiting for a fill, like waiting for this to get filled. There's a reason why most 5-minute fair value gaps, especially during macro, never get filled. Imagine if you're Like you're brand new to trading, right? And you're like, oh look, 5 minute basic, I want to get in. Book prices leaves you at the end of the day. Do you understand? So there's a reason why I use the 1 minute. So just use it, utilize it, and understand whenever there's a reversal model, do not get scared of these internal highs, especially if ES is looking good as well. Any questions? What tells you it's ready to reverse? For today, obviously, most of the times it has a SIBI that goes lower than goes higher if it's a reversal. We have the high time frame fill, SIBI to suspect. That's enough confidence for you to go higher. Enough confidence. Yeah, yeah. Thursday was a rare day with two reversals, and if you've got external sensitivity, yes, yeah. So obviously that's low prob days, right? Can the displacement wick have a long tailed wick? Displacement's only candles. So you're talking about like if a candle like has a mad body and it has a wick as well. Nah. Displacement basically candles higher. But it can have a long, big fat candle and a wick. But most of the time it doesn't really have one. 943 had a wick. That's okay. Displacement is like from 43 to like 47. This is all displacement. We're going higher consecutively. This is not displacement. This is all displacement. This is not displacement. This is not enough. In other narrative occasions, this sell side will hold and we'll go lower. Like this can easily happen. I think. Oh my bad. This happened on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure when there was a SIBI there and people tried to enter longs and it dumped. I mean the reason why I worked here because like I said we had the high time frame fill. There's a reason why Tuesday, and if you can go on Tuesday I can show you guys. But there's a reason why Tuesday didn't work. I think I tried to enter longs. I'm pretty sure it was. Where is it? Like someone will try to enter longs here, but look, SIBI held because the narrative is bearish. What day is it that you guys? I think it was Wednesday. Well, let me check this 1 second. I'm trying to find the exact same. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, here it is. So the SIBI got disrespected. It looks like it was pretty bullish. We took out some draws here and you fast forward buys, but the SIBI held. Do you understand? So I don't know if I'll show you my showing guys my screen, but just remember that day on Tuesday or yesterday. Sorry, I'll show you guys here. I think you guys didn't see it. Let me move it to it 1 second. Nope, day before. Yeah, it was here. Right, so here, I know a lot of people tried to buy. We took out this draw and liquidity there. And then obviously you can see this is 930. And then obviously what price does suspect the SIBI. And then people try to consider longs here. But we're still bearish. The narrative was still bearish. So if your narrative is correct, like I told you guys, majority of the time was when you're in a trade. When you're in a trade, price will have something that will go against you to scare you. But if your narrative is correct, you have to follow and chase order flow. Because at the end of the day, how is the market going to move? The market will never disrespect the SIBI and respect the internal high. Think about it. The market move like this, we'll just do that, yeah. Oh, we'll disrespect the SIBI, oh, the internal high got taken, oh, we're going back down again. Oh, we don't, that's just chops at the end of the day, bro. It's just chops. We need to actually move somewhere. So, don't expect this whole bearish narrative will hold if we took out an internal high. Like, you can target more on reversal days. So, if you have a high time for move like Manip, we can disregard low time from PDRAs. You can't disregard them, but you can watch them and expect it to get displaced through. If your high time frame is correct. Yeah, Thursday we've got a red day to us, and yeah, after this, yeah. Anyways, any questions? I know I didn't backtest, but I think it's nice going through the whole week. Should I do some backtesting now? Well, I might do it tomorrow, honestly. I'm going to do a proper session tomorrow. Up to you guys, though. There's not a lot of you guys on here, though. There's not a lot of you guys on here. Both today and tomorrow. Can you do a quick outlook for next week? Oh, that's a good shout. Chris, I'm going to do backtesting tomorrow, and I'm going to do an outlook for next week now. That's honestly a pretty good shout. Just because outlooks are I do pretty accurate outlooks, not gonna lie. Anyways, I mean, you guys can watch Salmon's one. But at the end of the day, right, what have we done? And what price is doing now? Like, I know we're still bullish. We are slowing down now. Like, we are going higher. I mean, ES is pretty good auction, not gonna lie. But regarding NQ, you can clearly see, like, we're still bullish. So remain bullish. I think the news is important. I'm pretty sure this is the last week of the month. I know there's one more week. So we have nothing on Monday. Job opening at 10. This one you kind of have to wait for. I'm not gonna lie, this one kind of moves. But be careful. Wednesday FMC, so I don't recommend trading at all Wednesday. It's pretty hard. And the last day of the month, also kind of low prob, but be very, very careful. So next week is a low prob week, in my opinion. Obviously, we're going to have August, Friday the 1st, which is NFP. Okay. This is a funky one. So we have NFP week plus FOMC plus last day of the month plus low prob Monday. So honestly, this week is pretty bad. We have no news Monday. We have a Tuesday's pretty good to trade. Wednesday I don't recommend, but it might move a little bit. And day before I don't recommend trading Thursday at all. Honestly, it's going to be very very hard. The reason why is because it's last day of the month plus it's the day before NFP. So be very very careful on Thursday. Just wait for Friday and Friday can bang. Do you understand? Regarding the high time frame, we're clearly going higher. Now, whenever we're like, obviously we're doing this, we have to use the fib. So what I like to do is I like to use it on like daily or the 4 hour where there's like nice wicks we can use it on. So for example, this daily busy fill, we just grab it, we magnate that shit, we go there, we go there. You clearly see we're chilling in the -2 right now. We're trying to displace pass. If it does, -4 is your target, right? But the accurate ones I think is the 4 hours. Bruh. So any 4 hour manip, for example, this one's pretty good. Notice what price does. Price, I mean, you can clearly see, right? It hits the -1, rebounces back into the 0.5, now it's targeting the -2. So you can wait for the -2 to get hit as well. So use the fib for your advantage, boys. It's very good new data. And then obviously you have the crazy one, which is here, because this one did an SMT with ES. So you can, my bad, you can clearly see hit the -2, rebounds barely back into the -1, displace all in, now it's targeting the -4. Notice the -4 and this -2 is in the same area. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, see? Pretty accurate, right? So once that gets hit, I'm expecting some accumulations. That's why Monday might be low prob and it might hit before even Monday opens, like the market opens. I think it's just going to hit like Sunday or like Asia or London, whatever. So be very, very careful next week. I advise to wait for higher time frame manip. Yes, remain bullish unless we're in occasions like this where we see price might come low. So tomorrow, sorry, no, Monday, like we'll have this level right here, like just have it marked out just because it's a good level. So anywhere in this level, when price hits it and markets open within it, and we're not displacing high anymore, anticipate some bearish price action, but it'll be very, very hard to get in and get out. So just be very, very careful. But there's always setups every single day, obviously. But regarding like the news, like it's pretty hard, right? Monday is low prob, no news. Tuesday is the only day you can trade because it's 10 a.m. Wednesday is FOMC, pretty bad, honestly. Like Wednesday, FOMC is pretty slow. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the only good days. Thursday don't even bother, and then Friday NFP you can smoke that because that's the first day of the month. Hopefully, it'll be pretty good. Only use 7 high time for week as targets. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did I backtest? I'm gonna do. I did backtest in tomorrow. I'm gonna do backtest tomorrow, but I did week out this week. What time will you backtest tomorrow? Same time. Same time like now. So maybe like what time is it right now for New York? Because everyone uses New York. So I'll backtest like what time is it? It's 4. I'll backtest like 3, 4 around that time for New York time. So it's not trading Thursday. I wouldn't recommend trading Thursday at all, honestly. After Psych, yeah, yeah. But Psych's quite late though, so we'll see. I just wouldn't recommend trading Thursday. I'm pretty sure that the day before a Thursday, like the day before NFP is really, really bad. Really? It depends. NFP is really good sometimes, bro. Trust me, it already is. Only use high time frame on as targets, yeah, yeah. You think daily business on ES is gonna get tapped? I mean, there's a chance. It's a very good level. Not gonna lie, it is a very good level. But the reason why I don't think I'm gonna tap it is because we're already rebouncing the 4 hour, displacing higher. So I think if we do get into this daily busy, we're probably gonna displace for it. Not gonna lie, unless we are still bullish. But I don't see why because we already tapped it here and go higher. So unless we manipulate, take out this wick low for the daily busy and go higher, that'll be pretty crazy. But then you can swing your shit, bro. I swear to God. If we manipulate, take out this low, but that's too much anticipation. I like this though. I don't think the daily busy is gonna get hit. I like this a lot. That was so buff. That the weekly busy and take out the previous week low and displace them through next week complete just displace higher. These swing trades are flipping eating, bro. Flipping high time frame PXH, bro, flipping out. Anyways, yeah. To remain bullish, obviously all time high conditions, but be very, very careful if we have no bullish price action. But when this trade wasn't held higher than it's high because you knew to get the space for right, I'm trying to see how can you know. Can I explain? I think you're here. The reason why is because reversal model will always move higher than where it started from. That's literally only it, bro. Honestly. What about Friday again? NFP, just be very, very careful on Thursday as well. Yeah, exactly. We thought we thought something on a high time frame, so we're gonna continue way higher than normal. Any more questions, boys? I'm gonna start the recording now.